A lot goes on at an auto show behind the scenes, getting it ready for people to come on down and see all the shiny new cars. Before we open the doors to the general public, there's always a press day where all the reveals happen so that the journalists can get their stories and get them into the newspapers and onto the internet. This year in Montreal was no different, and Volkswagen had a lot going on. Volkswagen Canada President Maria Stenstrom addressed the crowd and gave us some insight into the vehicles that were being presented here today. First on the list was the Beetle Classic. The Beetle's been around for quite some time with Volkswagen, and this year we've taken it a step further by actually going back into the past with some design elements that come right out of the 60s and 70s. Heritage Classic alloy wheels, heritage colors, and a unique interior fabric have made this vehicle one for the ages. It's all Beetle, it's all heritage, but with all the modern conveniences you've come to expect from Volkswagen. Next up was the 7th generation Volkswagen Golf Sportwagen. We used to call this one the Golf Wagon, but we figured since it was such a sporty proposition, we'd add that right into the name, and sporty it is. A very nicely sized version of the Golf. For those of you looking for that little bit of extra space, we've found something for you here today. A large increase in passenger capacity means that not just you and your friends, but you, your friends, and their luggage are all welcome for the ride when they take out the new Golf Sportwagon. A choice of 2 engines are available and 3 different trim lines, each at a price point that will suit the Canadian shopper. The big introduction this year, of course, was our concept, and that's the T-ROC. The T-ROC is our latest styling exercise for the sport utility market. Based on the Golf platform, the T-ROC is a 2-door sport utility with an extra dose of fun by virtue of its removable T-tops. Store them in the trunk and you can go off-roading with all the headroom you could ever imagine and all the sun shining in. T-ROC is capable, having 3 different driver selectable drive modes, so you can take this thing just about anywhere and take who you need in a wonderfully appointed 4-passenger cabin. Cameras all around ensure that the driver is provided with all the information necessary to drive safely and through the most diverse terrain. The T-ROC points to the future direction of styling for Volkswagen and all their sport utility lineup. So tell us what you think about this great new concept, the T-ROC.
Volkswagen, das Auto.